Okay, good day, everybody. So in this video then, I'll begin to illustrate to everybody regarding with the non-deterministic finite automata, where we will begin to focus with this NFA accept A's and B's and contain equal number of A's or B's at least once. So that means to say, this kind of automaton that we do have must have no consecutive A's and B's and contains with A's and B's only. So it will accept must have no consecutive A and B's. So our automaton must accept like A B or BA, and so on, so forth. At least AB, at least BA, at least once. So those are the minimum requirement, but it will not accept, it must reject like um like they were, I mean AA and BB and so on. Like one letter, like A or A consecutive and so on and so forth. Um, must reject those kind of string. So in this particular NFA, let's actually we'll just define the five tuples and the non-deterministic finite automata graph. Then I'll be going to illustrate as well in different video how we will be going to get their specific um their specific tracking as well as the um checking for this kind of thing, because we need to do it in a step-by-step manner. Okay, so for this one right now, suppose that because this is or, when we say or, it will pass by, it will accept either AB or it will start with BA. So therefore, in your Q0, that will be your initial state, and there will be a two ways we can have. That is for A and that is for B. So this will be, suppose that you're Q1 and this is for Q2 and that is for A, and this will accept Q3 is our accepting state, for example. So we can put here as B, sorry, and we can also put here as A. So right now, this minimum requirement, which is at least once for A's and B's, contain equal number of A's or B's. So that is A and B was already stated right there at least once. Minimum requirement has been established already. So A, B, and BA is actually right there. And right now, we'll begin to see how we could perform this ABAB or BABA. So from Q3, we can also put here as from Q3, we can go back to Q1, like pointing A, for example. So if we'll begin to go back to Q1 for the A, it will become A, B, A, then B. So it will accept this one already. And if you want 6, A, B, A, B, then A, B, that will still be acceptable. What about for B, A, B, A? So you can also do the same thing. So like that. So B, A, B, A. So those are, we will accept B, A, B, A, that's still acceptable. So this is acceptable here in this finite automaton that you do have. What about AA? A, then there's no loop, so therefore rejected. What about B? B, then there's no loop, that is rejected. What about B? This is not the final state, this is rejected. A, this is not the final step as well. So it is not accepted. So that therefore, our automaton is valid for this particular NFA that we're able to establish. So let's actually try to also check their 5 tuples. The Q will be the set of state, the Q0, Q1, Q2, and Q3. And for your alphabet, those are A and B. And your transition table, the same thing in your state and, sorry, that is state, input A, and input B. So for your state, you have Q0, Q1, Q2, and Q3. So in input A, from Q0, if input A, where does that transition go? So Q1. So it will go to Q1. What about for B? That is going to Q2. What about for from Q1 goes to A? There's no A, so it will become null. And for Q1, whereas the direction will be input B, that transition to the Q3. And from Q2, wherein input A, that direct to Q3. And for input B, from Q2, there's no transition, so that is null. And from Q3, what about for input A, that goes to Q1. And from Q3 and go for the input B goes to Q2. So those are the specific transition functions that we do have in that particular NFA. What about for their initial state? Q0 is still Q0. Final state is Q3. So you just have to enclose that as always with regards to that particular, they call this one, particular open and close curly braces. So that's the end of our video for this NFA, and I'll be going to picture out as well how we will be going to track those kind of string, if that is a valid or not. In our next video, I'll be going to use the graphing to check if that NFA really be acceptable, for example, and so forth. So hopefully that is clear already, and that is really easy.